Good evening. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled Farming Simulator stream. It's day 2 of our Arable August challenge. I'm going to get rid of that music because it annoys the living daylights out of me. So, let's do a quick recap of where we got to from last stream, which was only 2 days ago for us watching this on Twitch. For those of you watching this on YouTube, this will be about 4 days ago for you because I'm planning on releasing them Saturday and Wednesday. So the first episode of this, which is 3.5 hours long, apologies, I'm not breaking it down. Laziness, and it's just a VOD of the YouTube of the Twitch stream. Will have released on the 1st of August. And this one will be releasing on Wednesday the 5th. Might be Wednesday the 6th. I could be wrong. Wednesday the 5th. So yeah, welcome on in. So, as of right now, we own... finances. We so far have raised... Made. Let's go to the statistics, actually. That's where it'll be. That's where it will tell us. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, we've made 73,900, I think it is. We currently have £480 left because we have bought a lawnmower and a tractor. Now, I'm joined tonight by Jonathan Deere, my very cuddly tractor. I am going to turn the music down a little bit because it's a little bit loud. Or I just need to duck the audio. But yeah, Jonathan Deere perched on my shoulder. He's here to help us through this challenge. The challenge is quite simple. We started with zip, nothing, null, nada, zero. Absolutely zero. Now, unfortunately, I realised in my infinite wisdom yesterday that we don't have any way of skipping days or moving the calendar forwards other than actually existing for the 24 divided by 3, about 8 hours, which we don't really want to do. So we need to find a relatively cheap plot of land. We want farmland. Okay, so that's 54 grand. I was hoping that, like, cheeky corner plot there would be its own bit of land, but it isn't. How much is the farmyard? The farmyard's 80 grand, so that's another full stream. That's expensive. Farmland 92. How much does that cost? 37 grand for the entire village. Which, to be honest, might not be a bad idea. And then it gives us a handful of places that we can choose to place our stuff. And we also have access to this field. Actually, might be worth having a look at that. So let's jump into our baby tractor Azitor. We'll grab our lawnmower. Oh, wrong button. Dang it. While there, we've got lights. So what we actually might have to do, the game is loud as well. Right. I'm just going to turn that down a bit. Evening, Chrono. Welcome on in. We're back in the land of farming. I am currently moving my tractor to an empty plot of land. But yeah, we're going to go and... I was hoping that we've just gone past it, but you see the corner there next to that cornfield? So just here, I was hoping that this would be available as a separate plot of land. And I could just, you know, set up a little home base in this corner, but no, you have to buy the entire field with it. So what we are going to do, actually... I know. But it's okay, because down in the town here, or actually just behind there is a little bit of grass that's part of the town. I know technically it means I own the town, but that's irrelevant. So, potentially. Look, here, look. So, this plot of land here is just grass. But I'm tempted to use this as, like, where we place our home. Now, unfortunately, that's going to cost us 34 grand. Yeah, 37 grand. So we've got a lot of work to do. I could do 92, but that's 58. And that's actually I think that's because it's got a farm on it. Oh, that actually gives me most of the town. Sweet. Right. But that's the plan. We're going to work towards that. I am going to grab a couple of contracts. And again, I'm following the rules of if it's the same person, I can share deadwood fertilizing. Okay, we've got some harvesting contracts. Actually, we've got 3 harvesting contracts. Oh, we do have a mowing contract. So, actually, because I've bought my mower, what I can do is I can just accept that job. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to go and borrow on one of these harvesting. That's a big harvest. What field is that on? 69. That's not even that big of a field. But we are going to pick up that one. We're going to borrow on that one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive... Excuse me. I'm going to drive this round to field 24. Field 24 is in the corner, in the substation, the power transfer box in the corner. But yeah, we'll get there. So I'm enforcing one particular rule here, and that is that I'm only allowed to hire workers or hire my own workers. Or my equipment, and I have to drive any borrowed equipment for contracts. So I am gonna start that. There we go. So he will do that. I'm gonna load this on the wrong way around again. So we'll grab that. I am just gonna... Come on, there we go. And then it'll snap the other way around. Because that's how this game works with it. Is your name on the insurance after all? Yeah, exactly. I mean, that would be the legal question behind it. But yeah, in terms of the game, it's literally just a choice. There's nothing stopping me from doing it other than just I'm being trusted with someone else's equipment. They wouldn't expect me to hand it off to another driver. Whereas my equipment, yeah. Actually, that's a point. What I should do, really, because I forgot to do this, is general settings, not general settings, is it in game settings? There it is. We need to turn off all of these because otherwise hiring workers gets very expensive. So now instead of paying for fuel and other stuff, I am just paying the wages. But no, how was your game today, Chrono? I caught the first bit of it. Harry! Yes, I am a British farmer. Ooh-ar. And John's on my shoulder as well. Ooh-ar. I'm a British farmer. It's a shame Reveler's not here, because he very much has a West Country accent. Oh yeah, this is going to feel nice. Yes. My little mascot for this, Jonathan Deere. Also, today I learned that YouTube incorporates AI because I clicked on a button earlier that said I did a lot of talking to suspects, so the mystery has deepened. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Like I said, I did manage to catch the start of it. But yes, that sound effect threw my train of thought off, and I can't remember what I was going to say. Nothing unusual there. Question, can I grow a full beard? Nope. Maybe. I've never actually tried. YouTube and AI, yes. I pressed the button saying give me ideas for thumbnails, and it actually went away and started generating them. And yeah, it just got weird. I didn't like it. Yeah. Oh dear. Alright, let's get the steering assist on. We've got 10... Oh, hang on. Every 2 days. Number of headlands. 2. You. I shave every other day. Oh. That was interesting. That was interesting. I started on the line set on this segment, and then it decided that I wasn't on this segment, and I was on a completely different one. Interesting. There we go. So yeah, if you're here tomorrow, if you well, I say that my camera's quite small on screen, but you can definitely see it. my little rainbow beard that's got, you know, bits of brown, blonde, ginger, and now grey. Because, yeah, I'm getting to that age. Turn that down a bit. Oh yeah, I can now sort. Right. This wasn't happening yesterday. Why has this started doing it today? Oh yeah, on Monday. We didn't have a single stutter like this on Monday. Why have you suddenly started doing it today? Is it because I have accidentally changed the settings so that you are actually running at 1080p? I can't tell from here. I think I'm going to turn VSync off. Everything is set to low. I should be running this at 1920 by 1080. And we can't touch upscaling. That's fine. We did have a good family day today. It was brilliant. Bowling in the morning. Little bit of light shopping for garden stuff. And then at home, chilled out. Let the kids do whatever they felt like they wanted to do. But yeah, nice chill day. Roblox. No. Roblox, well, we used to allow them to play Roblox, but they kept fighting over it because one would want to play Roblox, the other would not. So they were constantly fighting and arguing, so we told them they were no longer allowed it. God, if my kids wanted to play Fortnite, I would be questioning their life choices. My oldest plays Minecraft with some of her friends. I personally, I have played Minecraft, but yeah, don't necessarily get along with it all that well. Don't know why, because I can quite happily sit and play this for hours on end. So I'm not sure why I'm not a fan of Minecraft. I'm just not. That's the wrong line. Now, what are you going to do here? Because I have sent you off on a wild goose chase. Interesting that it generated that as one segment, because that corner was quite sharp. I have tried to play Minecraft, and I don't know what it is about it, but I just cannot get into it. The oldest plays Minecraft. The youngest tends to watch, spend most of her time watching stuff on YouTube, and then yeah, I get that. And then occasionally we'll just play random, like, Google Play apps for various things. Oops, sugar. I didn't want to do that. My current poison for gaming casually is actually Power Wash Simulator 2. But yeah, I've never been big into Minecraft. I absolutely loved Terraria. And I played that from nearly day one before we got hard mode and before we got the Moon Lord and stuff and all that. not spraying. See, I don't know what it was. I just preferred Terraria to Minecraft. Power wash. Yeah, I was... Yep. Yep, I was spraying. Couldn't tell you how far I am through the main campaign, but I am an amount through the base game. And the only reason I picked up Power Wash Simulator 2 was because they've added a Star Wars DLC to it. Yeah, been an interesting few days with that. I think the strangest thing that game has had me power wash so far is a carnival water gun game, and having to spray down all of the targets and all of the plushies. But I had the original on Nintendo Switch, like complete with all the DLCs. I think I had them all. If I didn't, I had 99% of the DLCs. I think I was missing one. And I played most... In fact, I don't even know how much I played of that one. But again, just a nice chill... Another nice chill game for, you know, taking low. Plus there's something quite cathartic and fulfilling about watching something absolutely covered in filth get cleaned. And the dings are quite, you know, serotonin boosting. Oh, that's in the original one, isn't it? Yeah, I've not done much of that. And I got the original one. I got that because they released a Final Fantasy DLC and a Warhammer DLC. But yeah, no, that's been fun. And then... and the odd delivery on American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim here and there. Like I say, there may or may not be a plan to do a long, like a month-long thing on probably Euro Truck when it comes around to Christmas, because they do their Winter Wonderland event, which gives us access to some really nice, well, I say some really nice, it gives us access to effectively Lapland Santa's workshop and some very Christmassy things. And if they've got the event on again, I will be focusing on that to earn the cosmetics that they hand out every year, because they hand out new cosmetics every time as well. And we are well into the night now. Okay, we are on the up and down bit. So yeah, this is why I need the house. This is why I need, not even the house, I just need something that acts as a sleep trigger. And then we can skip the night because it gets very dark. But something that map makers have certainly got better at is make it look really nice in the dark. If I just turn the lights off for a moment. You know, all the house lights, all the lovely red glow. The lights in the houses behind us. That's what the last stage is. Let's... that one. Go on, swing it. Oh, we'll get an entry sound. Rules are quite simple. You send me what you would like as your entry sound to me on Discord as an MP3 file. I will dump it in the files, and then from the stream after you sent it to me, when you say your first comment in chat, I'll send your first message in chat, that sound will play within seconds. Assuming that I remember to check the bot's audio output settings after Windows updates. Speaking of, Sophie hasn't said anything yet, so I can't tell you if it's working or not. Because Sophie's the only other person here that has an intro sound, I think. But yeah, you heard Grimm's yesterday was the boom. And Sophie's is just my wife. Mine in a couple of streams. One of them it's the Murloc sound, in the other one it is Tiger Sword, White Ranger Power from the not once and always from the Ninja Steel episode where Tommy has the Master Morpher. My wife. There you go. So that's just an example for you. It can literally be anything you want. Please don't make it too sweary. I do try and keep it family friendly for the most part. At least PG-13. Just because I have young children, and I know for a fact that when some of them get old enough to use Twitch, they will end up spending some of their evening in here. What's not working? It played my wife. I didn't say you did swear. I just said try and keep it PG-13. I also said not too sweary because it's PG-13. It definitely played, darling. Ah, okay. You are delayed, not me. Yes, the amount of time it takes to play your intro sound is based on your Twitch delay. Because Micah, while the message is received instantly, for the most part, my bot then has to process the fact that it's seen that message, play the sound, and then that's got to worm its way back through the Twitch ecosystem back to you. Which in some cases can take up to 15 seconds. For Sophie tonight, that's probably closer to about 5 or 10. Cent. Arigato. I will audio balance that after stream, and big deal, yeah. To be fair, usually this is strange. Yeah, on my desktop PC, I have way more delay than I do on my phone or on my Steam Deck. Of all the things, so the only problem with running, oh, just quickly, the only problem with running helpers on this is that they cost money, and you can see that we started with about 480. We're down to 254. I have a feeling he's got stuck, so let's have a look. No, he hasn't. He's just, yeah, a very narrow tractor on quite a large field. So let's put the work lights back on. Let's get started back up. Let's activate the cruise, can activate that and get this going again. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Windows computers in this house. Boo. Indeed, boo. There's a random boo. Yeah, I don't know what it is about delay. Windows machines and network and Twitch delay in this house. Yep. Like I say, I don't have that issue with my Linux-powered Steam Deck or my Android-powered phone. Yes, it is your regularly scheduled reminder. Exactly. and that particular command was set up at the request of somebody who I've not seen for a while. That being Mr. Cryptic of the Dingus Egg. Or Dingus Cryptic of... yeah, something like that. Fellow Magic the Gathering who frequents a number of servers. I've not seen him for a while. Or heard from him for a while. I hope he's doing alright. Yeah, he was one of my... in fact, I think he was the first subscriber. But I hope, yeah. Suspicious fireworks, indeed. Yes. So, a couple of things in chat. For those of you that haven't been around, or probably have been around for a long time and have forgotten things. Any message that contains the string SUS, that is sus, will play the Among Us sound effect for the imposter. I have got a browser source set up that's also reading chat, that says if you type the word fireworks, happy birthday, merry birthmas, merry Christmas, and a few other variations, it will throw fireworks off. I think it also does it for subs and bits as well. They are both spammable, but I am not beyond putting cooldowns on them. In fact, I'm not above putting cooldowns on anything at this point. That is your only warning. As it stands, actually saying that, I say that. As it stands, everything is spammable in this channel. Every command, every exclamation mark command, every channel point redemption, with the exception of the first. And there are 3 of those available every stream. Yeah, there you go. Merry Christmas. See? Told you. I don't think I put Happy New Year on there, but I should. That's the one that really should have it. I will add Happy New Year to that. I've got to find the HTML file that's embedded in now to fix that. I feel like that's a skill issue on your part, less than mine. I don't like spam that much, honestly. It's a food that exists, but I'm not overly fond of it. Like, I would eat it if push comes to shove, or if there is nothing else worth it, but yeah. In fact, I didn't do auto mod either. Let me just set a reminder. HUD has gone offline. Okay. Add Happy New Year, but fire works. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'll do that. That automatically, actually, whenever somebody redeems that, I think it automatically adds a reminder. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, that automatically gets added. So yeah. Don't worry about that. Your sound already has a record on my server. I've got a couple of hidden channels in Discord where I post these updates. Little love spam until she had an upset tummy. Yeah. Now on sale, and we've paid. Yeah, we're gonna run out of money before that mowing contract is finished because the mower is too small for the contract. Yeah, yeah. I have a very strange relationship with spam. Where is that other channel? There he is. Right. Cool. That's picked up. Where am I taking this to? That would have been good to look at a moment ago. My foot's gone to sleep. Or is now tingling like mad. Sorry. Harvesting. Where am I taking it? Oh, I'm taking it up there. Cool. I have to drive all the way across the map again. So, yeah, also, as part of this playthrough, I have a mod installed that allows me to be a little bit cheeky. So normally you can't take the straw from harvest contracts. However, I have installed a mod that allows me to take said straw. I am deeming this not against the rules, because straw isn't worth much, but every little helps. And that mod, that particular piece of equipment that allows me to do that is £50,000. So it will take us a good while to get there. I've gone the wrong way. So we will reverse and go this way. What did I hit? I have hit the fence. Oh. Edge. Alright. I was hoping I got away with that. Yeah. Skill issue is the right thing. I hadn't gone the wrong way. I'd gone the right way. I've just... Oh, Murloc. I thought that was a skill issue. Damn it, that was a skill issue. Multi-skill issue jutsu. Not Shadow Clones. I have multi-skill issue jutsu. That was the right way. Yeah, and then we turn left at the end. Here. Oh my. Oh. I am playing this with a controller. The steering wheel doesn't work on the Steam Deck. And I am playing this with the Steam Deck controller because the Xbox Bluetooth controller doesn't... Not every button works as it should. And I have no idea why. Oh, yeah.
Strong with you, the skid issues are.
Oh, do you know what? I genuinely, like... I am so pleased with how hard, like, 90% of those skill issue sounds came out. And they were just me, just recording on a whim one day. I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna just record a bunch of random silly versions of me saying, oh god, you've got skill issues. The only one I haven't done is a big ranty type one. Although saying that, we do have, if I had as many skill issues as you, I'd be embarrassed to show myself in public. But no.
Skill issue.
Like that one. That just sends shivers down my spine every time I hear it. I have gone the wrong way again. And I don't even... Oh no, I haven't. I've gone the right way. That one, not so much skill issue. Excuse me. I know. It would, but... Yes, I would not do that. What did you... Why am I getting emails now? I know I've got one I need to respond, sort out. Honkers, nice. Apologies, I am... Ah, yes, complete. Nice, I can complete my purchase of, or at least complete my pledge for NPC Rivals. And before Sophie goes, what do you mean you've ordered another game? You knew about this. The Epic NPC Man deck building card game. So, let's get this wheat delivered. I should... I didn't crash. I didn't hit anything. Although apparently I hit the... Yeah, I hit something. Cool, that's those two contracts done. And an extra... And a bonus grand from that one. Nice. So we'll complete that. We'll complete that. Let's see where we are in terms of money. The Epic NPC Man game. It is called NPC Rivals. Okay, so we're now up to 14 grand. Is there another mowing contract? There is not. However... So, let's have a look. What can we make the most money doing? Bale wrapping for the old man is 12 grand. That's 14. So, we will take those three together and borrow on one. Yeah, it is VLDL. So I am just going to park this over here for now. So, let's press the wrong button again. So, we've got field 4, field 50, and field 29. So, we'll do field 4 first. Actually, I want to go the other way. It is, and so yeah, I've got that to sort out. After stream, I've got Ari's sound effect, and I've got a couple of bits that I need to do stream tidy up, as well as exporting this for YouTube, because I am planning on getting this on YouTube. For those of you that haven't been able to watch the whole thing here. Now, admittedly, these videos are going to be hella long for YouTube. I do not expect anybody to sit down and watch them in one go. Maybe catching the highlights at the end of every episode as to what our progress has been. But the views are always appreciated. Also, if you haven't noticed, there's a pinned comment in chat. There's a pinned chat message. Song requests are on. That's all I need to say. You have been told. Ads. Do you know what? I am going to turn off the ad card for... It was working yesterday. Turn on automatic drop. It was working yesterday. So yeah, we're all good as far as I'm aware. Yeah, good evening to everybody that has joined us in progress. We are currently 14 grand up on the starting point. Where we started tonight at about £400. We are currently working our way through a trio of wrapping contracts. All for the same guy, so we've borrowed on one, and we're going to use it for all three, assuming we have enough wrap. Otherwise, we may have to buy some. Wow, we're getting all the Britney Spears tonight. Yep, the queue's working. It's behaving itself. No, you are absolutely... Oh, you forgot to put SR on that chrono. I was like, why didn't that work? Yeah, you forgot the SR at the start of it. Yep, oops. But there is another one somewhere. Up there, isn't it? Yeah, there is. Look. There. Pieces a bit under. Have to. That's gonna drop on the road. Never mind. Cool, that's field 4 done. Now to get to field 50. Which is... Wow, I literally have to drive all the way around the map to get there. You did it again, Chrono. There it is. Martini Eldon. That's Scandinavian of some sort. I'm gonna say Swedish, but I'll probably be wrong. So yeah, apologies. Ads in a minute. Swedish. I was right. Yay. Yep. Got it in one. Nice. So yeah, ads are coming up in a minute. I will not be... Well, I won't be pausing because there's not much going on here. I will take my break at some point. When I feel I need it. That song needs removing from my playlist. Because I do not like that artist anymore. Yeah. Tonight's theme is non-winning finalists from... Oh, nice. And this is part of why I love Chrono. And they fan up a little bit. Oop, nearly. Little cinematic sweep round the vat. Got to turn the indicator off. Again, really don't mind Britney either. I grew up, as most of you know, I grew up in the 90s. Well, the first 10 years of my life were in the 90s. Surprising absolutely no one. But yeah, Field 50's over there somewhere. This is all about money. It's all about the money, money, money. It was that junction I wanted to take. Dang it. Bring it round. That's not the song I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I thought it was going to be anything else. Yeah, this way. I'm still learning this map. After 5 hours. 4.5 hours, give or take. Yep, you got me singing. I have failed the challenge as always. I mean, I don't even know why I set the challenge. I definitely will fail it every time. Oh, it's up there. Okay. It's up there! Here we go. We have arrived at field 50 just in time for the ads finishing. Come on. Did I just bypass a bale? No, I did not. Oh, it's right there. Damn it. Well. Right, that's 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna have about 6 bales. Cool. And then we've got to drive 3/4 of the way back around the map to field 29. And it nearly doesn't have enough horsepower to put back up the hill. Okay. And then one more. Ooh, Soda Stream. I have considered getting one of those at one point, but not worth it because see, I'm old enough to remember when Soda Streams were popular the first time. Like they were popular in the late 80s, early 90s. Ooh. Cool, and that's another contract done. And now we're off to field 29. So, we are gonna go this way. So I believe that I can get round this way. Oh, this could be a nice little place to set up a house. Or a bed. Or a doormat. That one. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, the plan tonight is to make somewhere to rest our head because, unfortunately... Oh yeah, pretty skybox. Oh, we actually have a pretty skybox in this one. Yeah, nice. Avoid the bus stop or the shelter. Excuse me. Again, excuse me. This is steep. Yeah, this bit is steep. Wow, okay. I don't think we'll be using this route more and more. This is really, yeah, very steep. Do we even have enough steam to get up here? We do, but only just. Is the answer to that question. How are we getting on? Okay, we've still got a good ways to go yet before we get to where we need to be. Yeah, we are gonna... Hey, we're nearly at field 29 now. There it is. I see some bales. There's a good chance, a good sign that we've actually reached where we need to be. And oh, I must have unload field 30 at some point. I think I did actually. Oh god, that's a lot of bales. Okay, we're gonna start with this one here. Just gotta wait for bales to be wrapped now. This is gonna be a lot. We've done 2 bales and we're only at 7%, which means we've got a lot of bales to wrap. Yeah. The watermelon Kool-Aid. I mean, I've never had Kool-Aid, but I've had watermelon flavoured things before, and generally I like watermelon flavoured things. Come on. There we go. We'll take it. Grab this one. And we'll do the 180 here. What we got now? Smash into pieces by 6 feet under. Oh no. 6 feet under by smash into pieces. Got the artist and the track the wrong way around. Skip that one. I'll just leave that bale in someone else's field, it's fine. Nobody will notice. Me. Not guilty, my lord. Questions, questions. Nice. Very 3-minute Eurovision style. Yeah, it's 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh, there's one over there. Nice. This was their first attempt at trying to get through the Swedish national final. I take it they didn't succeed the first time round. I suppose the more important question is, did they ever actually succeed? You know, like a toothless parrot. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, feel free to boo that one. No. Oh no. 3 finals but no wins. That's kind of depressing. At some point they've got to start thinking, do we just give up? Clearly this is not for us. I mean, like, I genuinely applaud them for going back and trying again, but there. You know what? Again, I applaud them for their fortitude. Lesser men have tried these things and given up on fewer attempts. Sorry, lesser men and women. And others. I mean, falling foul of all of the nearly all the LGBT community here. Turn that off for a bit. I am enjoying the bits and 90. Wow. That in itself is an achievement, winning their version of Dancing with the Stars. Well, yeah. Dancing with the Stars or Strictly Come Dancing or whatever you want to call it. In 2023 makes me feel young. Yeah, okay. Now, I believe this is the last bale, and it certainly looks like. Yeah, that's the last one. Cool, that's another 20 grand, I think, in the bag. 20 grand-ish in the bank. But we're almost there with our plans to buy some large swathes of land. Let's have a look. 35, we're almost there. Return with this song this year after her 24 years ago. Wow. That's a lot. A long time. Right, let's get that land purchased, and then it's one less thing for us to worry about. Assuming I can afford it, that is. It was here. Farmland. There. 37. Okay, we need to do one more contract, and then we can do it. So, that's in field 33. That's also a very large contract. Different people. Deadwood I don't like doing. Fertilizing can be a quick job. That's harvesting. That'll take a while. That's a tiny field. Whatever field that is, it's minuscule, paying out £938. You know what? We're going to take the next big bale wrapping contract. I appreciate we've done a lot of bale wrapping, but... Ooh, fast track, nice. Yes, I'm not saying that word out loud. It is a swear. It is a German swear word. K-U-H-N. Across the grass of field 26. So yeah, once we've got I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, once we've bought somewhere to rest our heads, for want of a better phrase. Thankfully, I can't destroy crops that I don't own. Oh, I've got grab steering on. I did wonder why I wasn't driving in a straight line. So yeah, field 33 is round here. Trivia. Second attempt from Scarlet, a female metal duo whose identities are not publicly known. That is interesting. This is going to be a horrible contract. These are round bales. They are going to go wandering. Interesting. So as you can see, I got close to this one and it immediately started, physics activated, and it immediately started rolling away. Scarlet hunts and thirsty. Interesting. Oh yeah, I've got to turn on auto dropping. Thankfully, it doesn't matter if the bales roll away once they've been wrapped. It's interesting that their names aren't publicly known, though. Say goodbye to that bale. It's going. Hate you so much. So many songs have that as a title. It doesn't give me any clues as to who or what it is. No, that's not what I was expecting. But yeah, I am fully expecting to find bales all over the place when we're done. But we'll head over to the side of the field because, yes, there is another field over here. Oh, actually, hang on, that's a... That might actually be a better plot to buy. Trivia, time for some Nordic country. 21-year-old Saga Ludvigsson making her Melfest debut here. And thank you, Krona, for the trivia facts. I would have no idea what was going on otherwise. I am being knocked. My door is being knocked. I shall be back in a moment. The game will continue, though. Okay, never mind. I'm almost certain a child knocked on the door and then decided not to answer me. Oh, we're getting some more. Bruno dropping the ever-loving stuff out of the song request that happened live on Twitch. Apologies for those of you watching this on YouTube afterwards. You can't hear these because I don't put them in the recording that's output to YouTube. For obvious reasons. You know, copyright and all that nonsense. I'm sure I would probably get told off for doing this, like, live on Twitch, but, you know, I don't think anybody's been shut down on Twitch for it yet, so I think we're probably okay. Thank you for rolling right into the wrapper. Hey, Orchid. Good evening. I hope today's been a better day for you. However, I need to get up and turn that light on because my face is starting to get blinded or blown out by the light of the screen. So I will just step across the room to get the controller. There we go. Now I don't look so pasty-faced. It has been better. Good. That's good to hear. Trivia. very different end of the spectrum here with the Middle Eastern inspired pop here from Mira Omar on her second appearance. Wow. It tells you a lot about sort of the difference in attitude from British Eurovision entries for these Scandinavian ones, because most of these have tried multiple times to get through, whereas you very rarely hear of a British artist going for it more than once. Okay, this is going to be an interesting bale to get. Come on. I'll be honest, at this point, they may as well just change the name of the contest from Eurovision to World Song Contest. We managed to sneak in a little bit of Holy Diver. The original Holy Diver, not the cover. This is the original Ronnie James Dio version. There we go. Get it away from the fence. No. I don't think they can use World Vision. I think that's a copyright term for a TV channel somewhere. Sounds like it belongs to a TV channel somewhere. But it is very much starting to become the... Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, what I think we might do is we might pick up Farmland 80, which is a actual farm, rather than flipping and sliding. So clearly there are some bales that I've missed. They're over there. I don't think there's any more up here. No more over there. They're probably... We've got at least 2 or 3 more. Oh look, there they are, look. See, they've rolled off onto the road and there's 2 of them, look. There's 2 of them. There's 1. Oh no, there's more. We have some escapers. Like proper escapes. I'm going to fold this up and turn around and attack it from the opposite angle. If we've had a couple escape here, there's likely to be some that have escaped further up. There's some that have escaped here as well, look. I mean, they're ones that I've already wrapped, so that's not really the issue. There's at least 2 more bales. Where are they gonna? Gotta be. Somewhere. Ooh. Eurobeat. Nice. A bit different. On a peak. If you see any more brown rolls in the field, guys, let me know. There's one. No, that's a bush. There. Oh, there's one. There's one. There's one. They've no, I pressed the wrong button. Dang it. Right. I am gonna have to nudge this one down onto an easier to access bit of land. And get round it with the wrapper. There we go. Means there's likely one more that has escaped somewhere. And it'd be horrible if it was down the hill, down there somewhere. Why did it have to be round bales on a hilly field? Yeah, we might buy this instead. There's another bale gone wandering. This is the debut mower experience of Alexa, an Oklahoma native. Ooh. First and only winner. Nice. Looking at that's a lot of. Okay. So, I have literally got a bale that's disappeared. I don't think it's disappeared. I think it's just rolled off some. Pig. The hog. Come on. There we are, literally on the hunt for a bale. And here's the thing, because of this hill, it could also be all the way down there. So again, if you see a brown roll, shout up. Because if we don't find it, we're in trouble. And we still have to pay for borrowing the machinery. Well, yeah, we still lose an amount of money for borrowing the machine. I hope it hasn't moved off all the way. Because that will be slightly annoying. Oh, there it is. There it is, look. A lot of K-pop inspired songs, including... Oh, nice. There it is. Let's see if we can't physics this out of here. And I use the term physics very loosely in this game. They do exist somewhere. However, the definition of physics in this game is loose at best. Dang it, there was... Pile. Around, come on. Hold it up. Come on. We may have a slight problem here. Oh. Don't think. Oh, it weighs 900 kilos. There's no way I'm moving that by hand. And I don't want to drive onto it. However, at the mention of physics, oh dear. What did you find in Solar Ash? Nice! Yay! Well done. Good job. That's awesome. I am genuinely hoping that run gets accepted because I would love to see it. Like, I've been watching your progress and... Yeah, I had a feeling that you would end up doing that. Well done. One, on getting that in, and two, you know, Solar Ash is a high precision game with funky physics. Like, one of the best things about it is the funky physics. Right, it's there. Ah, you... Turn two. You know what? I'm going to turn it on to front wheel steering. Oh. Excuse me, let me have front wheel steering. What am I hooked on? Yeah, welcome to Solar Ash, and where the walls are made up and the gravity doesn't matter. Come on. Physics. You know what? Hang on a minute. I had an idea. I have a funny feeling that I pressed a button I shouldn't have then. I am now stuck in a building. I may have physics myself into a problem here. Nope, fixed it. Good, right. See about someone on comms? I mean, it depends on when it's lined up for. Right, I need to shift that out of the way. Because that is wedged in that. I'm going to have to reset the... Okay. I know everyone that I said carried HLD. Yeah. Okay, that's not actually showing up on the map for me to be able to reset it. Great, thanks. Lovely. I may have just physicsed that into the corner. We may have to abandon this contract. Which means I'm going to lose about 300 quid. Great. Yeah, the game's not happy, and it's not oh, there we go. It's finally showing it. There. I can reset it. Good. Right. That's now at the shop. I can pick that up in a minute. As for this bale... Come on. Come on. That's less in the corner than it was. Good. Good start. Let's... Look. And again. All-wheel steering on. Right. That is now somewhere that it cannot get stuck again. In the time it takes me to run back over to the shop and pick up the bale wrapper again. I have got 20 minutes real time to grab the wrapper again and get it done. Thankfully this is quite a quick tractor. Grass field's fine, I'm just going to dive across it. Like if it was anything other than grass, I would have avoided putting across it like that. Didgeridoo techno, nice. You know what? I am here for all sorts of nonsense. Right, let's get this contract finished and then it can stop being the bane of my existence. Because I think I've been doing this for about 25 minutes. Far longer than it should take to do a simple bale wrapping contract. Unfold the wrapper. Oh, as if it's empty. Okay, resetting it removed all the bale wrap from it. Damn it. Right. I'm taking the loss. Sod it. Yeah, so we're losing the money from, which is a shame because that 14 grand would have been nice. So change of plans. Let's see how much this farm plot here is going to cost. Is it 95 grand? Literally is just the farm plot. Nothing else. Costs 85 grand. This field, 14 acres, 100. Oh, field 100 is all of the in-betweeny bits, which is what we actually want to buy. Do you know what? We are going to head over to the bank and we're going to ask them for a loan of... We'll ask them for a loan of 10 grand. Because now I can buy the land. All the in-betweeny bits. We will buy it. Yes, please. And now I'm going to go into build mode. So this is where... So we don't want sheds. We don't want silos. We want farmhouses. Now, down here somewhere, I have a tent. Do I have the mod installed? No, I don't have the... That doesn't look like a farmhouse. Yes, I know the land's not owned by me. Oh, hang on. So... Oh, it is literally just a... But yeah, we don't want that. What we do want is something really small, inconspicuous. Oh, look. Overlaps with another object. I can fix that. Shh. Toggle free bird. Oh, look. Now I have freedom. So, let's build this. Land's not owned by me. Let's build this. Land not owned by me. There. Cool, there we go. That's my home for now. So now I just need to make 10 grand. And I can pay off the loan that I've got. So let's go and take our tractor home. So now we actually have a proper base of operations, finally. And I can skip this night, which means we'll get some new contracts. We might get some more harvesting contracts. We will definitely get some more mowing contracts because we haven't. So yes, welcome to Farmer Del Tiger. Or at least, you know, backyard Del Tiger. And actually what I could do is I could cut this grass as well and we could make money from that at some point. But I need some more equipment to make that happen because I cannot currently pick up the grass off the floor. And the forage, the wagon that lets me do that is currently well out of our price range. So let's jump out of the tractor. Oh yeah, third person view. Look. So we sleep. We'll get up at 8 in the morning. So I'm glad I've managed to get that done in a stream. Because it would be really painful to have to work through the night. So on the contract screen now, we will probably find that it's just the deadwood and supply because they don't change month to month. It will take about an hour in-game time for that to refresh. In the meantime, I think... Actually, can we? I'm guessing this isn't going to let... No field here. This is just meadow. But what we can, like I said, what we can do is we can cut it, then it'll regrow. And then when it regrows, we can cut it again. This is, land is not owned by me. When it get onto my land, I can't cut. There we go. Now we're cutting the grass. And what this will do is it'll sit here until I come and collect it. So the more times I cut it and the more times we pile the grass up here, eventually we'll make it'll be worth something. Yes, I did just scrape the front of that car, but no one actually gives it. But we will be attempting to pick this up at some point. Things. But this tractor is only just powerful. I think if I go around the back of it, this is what I own. Go further this way. So this is where we start actually having the ability to earn money for ourselves. Now, admittedly, I don't have, like I said, I don't have anything to collect this with yet, but having it mowed and ready to collect is almost half the battle. because what that then means, it'll regrow. I don't think it'll regrow before December, but it will still be here when we are ready to collect. How we do that is genuinely up to us. We can buy a small, a baler that makes tiny bales, and we throw them on a trailer at some point, or get what's called a forage wagon. It's just a trailer with a pickup on the front of it. So yeah, we're getting our second lot of ads in about 5 minutes. I may actually step away from the desk at this point and use the facilities and make sure that I am sufficiently watered and comfortable to continue for about another hour. Unfortunately, because this isn't a like a plowed field, the GPS isn't going to help me. Come on. So yeah, we might not get a lot out of this, but it's something, and something is better than nothing. Oh, that us again. Apparently we are grass while it was stuttering. I have a feeling it's because there we go. Yeah, we did not put any. Oh well. Need to effectively buy something. I was collected it. Like I say, as long as it's up and on the ground, it's not wasted. It's there. It will wait for it. Come back later with the correct equipment to do it. Yeah, this tractor is barely powerful enough. Not gonna lie, this is one of my favourite songs ever. And yes, I know Disney's Hercules is an abomination in terms of its representation of Greek mythology, but I'm not gonna lie, I love this song. I love the intention and the meaning behind it. I'll wish say good night. We like that. I love that. Reverse. Let's turn the mower off and then we can actually get up there. Oh, ads in progress, guys. Apologies. Oh, they start in a minute. Thought it was ads in progress. My apologies. Got it wrong. I'm making mistakes, Captain. Right, let's drop this down. So yeah, we're nearly done with our not field. But you know, like any good garden, we should keep it nice and tidy. You got, hey, some more Yosef. Some more Jim Yusuf, or Yosef, or however you pronounce it. I think I listened to Battle Cry earlier. I can't remember if it came on, because Sophie put the playlist on this morning. But I was distracted by other things. Mostly videos on various video sharing platforms. Yeah. Yeah, you accidentally clicked on the wrong bit of Spotify there. It's okay. It's easily done. I do it all the time. You're not the first person to do it, and you certainly won't be the last Orchid, don't worry. I do it all the damn time, but I usually click on the artist name instead. Try and send an artist link. Cool, so that is mowed, which means I then need a forage wagon to pick that up. So we'll turn that off. And we'll have a look at... There we go. We'll have a look and see. There we go. We've got some more contracts, and we've got harvesting contracts, though. Do we have a mowing contract? We have 2. Nice. Field 27. Field 82. Okay, let's grab both of those. And that one. Thank you so much. And then we will see if we can't be cheeky and sneak out this corner. We can be cheeky. We're going to sneak across here. You will very quickly find that after a certain point of playing this game, I will just sneak across the tiniest little gaps in between fields. Oh, look. Let's chase these hogs up the road, shall we? Because they do behave like herded animals. So if I go to the right of them, they'll turn left. If I go to the... if I go to the right of them, they'll turn left. If I go to the left of them, they'll turn right. So I can chase these all the way to where I'm going. They only run at a certain speed, though, so... The closer I get, the more awkward it gets to steer them. Oh, they're running at like 15 miles an hour. But yeah, while this guy is doing mowing... Oh, it's field 27 again. Oh, this is the one where I got stuck. Because this was the one I put the worker on, and that tree was annoying. But we'll do it again, and then we'll wait for him to get stuck. Cool. Worker is active on that. I am going to grab another contract to work on in the meantime. So... Oh, you want 2 fields fertilizing? Hello. Field 49. I can understand why you love it. Orchid. Oh god, that's carrots. We don't like that. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Apologies for them. Do you know what? I am going to do that because I can. I don't want to do those harvesting contracts. However, I am tempted to grab both of these. But I will just do that. And we'll go back. Because it's the same guy, we will do that. So I will go and grab this. In this very lovely green Deutzfahr. Here's a jerk. Excuse me, love. You're going to walk right through my tractor. Not that they care. The NPCs in this game have a death wish. And also, actually, they have special animation on Halloween. They walk around like zombies on Halloween. Which I find quite funny. Double check. Did you just drive through that tree? No, you didn't even hit it. Okay. finish filling up. So we've got just over half the tank here of fertilizer, and we need to go to field 21. Hey, chat. What's 9 plus 10? I can only accept your first answer. I believe this is based on parts of Sweden, Switzerland. I will get my countries right eventually. But yes, we are heading to field 21, which is not that, that's field 22. Actually, no, it is field 21. So difficult to tell where the border is for some of these fields. But just so I don't mess it up and accidentally start fertilizing field 22, because there is a border between them somewhere. I'm going to start from this end. And I can't, this one I can't use the helper for. I was just about to set it off. And then remembered, nope, that is against my rules. So, let's... start with this line. Don't think this did come up on the playlist I was listening to. But no, we certainly introduced the youngest to the 2 songs that you played for us yesterday that were very, very much... And the child agreed with us that they were very much Monster High coded. Sort of like your juvenile Halloween type songs. Ooh, Lizzie Hale, nice. The Who, but not The Who. I mean, yeah, my youngest loves anything that is sort of, we'll call it child spooky. Child friendly spooky. Like, I'm not joking, she has nearly an entire collection of dolls that are from a series called Monster High, which is basically just, you know, your classic horror movie monsters, but reimagined as teenage girls. So you've got Frankenstein's monster in there. You've got a vampire. You've got... what else have you got? You've got the sea monsters, Medusa. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones, but my brain is not willing to let me access that part of my... Yeah, my youngest is absolutely mad on monsters. And I get it. Oh, she also absolutely loves Nightmare Before Christmas as well. But then again, you know, oh, I can't. Venus Flytrap, Chinese Dragon, yeah. A couple of mummies. I have a feeling that's because I'm trying to run this at 1080p. I was going to take an actual break during the ad break and forgot. The end begins. That's the title of the all I remember, the God of War main theme. The end begins. Abominable Snowman, yeah, Boogie Monster. Like I said, all your classic horror movie monsters. Yeah. Nice. Right, and then that line move. This should be the last of this contract. Yeah. Very much I'm enjoying this. And hopefully we've got enough left for field 89. Oh, it did just carry on. Okay. Go, 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 go. 96. Come on. 97. I don't know if we'll have enough. 99. We may actually have to buy some fertilizer. 99. 100. Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy some more. But what I will do is I will, before I finish the contracts for this one, what I will do is I will not seeds, consumables. I want a, how much is in there? 1,000 litres. How much is in there? 1,000 litres, and they're the same price. We'll grab 2. So this is where we are going to take a huge hit because we bought 2 of them. But what we can do is when we have finished these contracts, I can unload those on my land, quote unquote, and then I get to keep them. I get to keep whatever's left, which will come in handy later. I mean, actually, what we are going to do is buy a bulk buy station at some point that lets me just fill up with it as I need to. Right, I need to go back to the shop. Go right. Then we need to get to field 89. Has he got stuck on that? No, not yet. Interesting. Managed to not get stuck on the tree. Okay. So here is my supplies of solid fertilizer. I'm going to try not to run over or drive away from. One. Two. Okay. Right, field 18. No, field 49. Where's that? Do you know what? Do you know what this calls for? This calls for a shortcut. Drove over someone's field. Shh. But yeah, this Excuse me, bouncing. This definitely calls for a shortcut. Whee! Down the hill. I like. And we are fertilizing. No, we can't do that. Come on. Detect the field that we are in, please. Thank you. No field detected for preview. That's not good. That's... Okay, this is going to be fun. Could not find this field. I'm curious. Just go next door for a second. Hmm. Yeah, it can't find this field, which means we're going to have fun now doing this manually with no assistance whatsoever. Wish me luck. I am wasting so much. Hey, AMT, how are we doing, buddy? Welcome on into the madness that is whatever this is right now, because there's no guided steering available for this field, apparently. Yeah. So I am doing this blind. Yeah. It's a case of wing it and hope that I get 100%. And I have a funny feeling it's because of these bits at the end. Like this bit here. Like it just does not know how to handle it, so... I mean, we're already 50%. Some random bales there. Are they actually bales? No, they are decoration. Come on. Current earworm on dialysis. Okay. I don't mind an earworm. An earworm shed is an earworm shed. What have I let myself in for? Actually, turn that off here. Turn it back on there. Nice. And we kept more than the 2,000 liters of... Yeah, we're going to keep more than the 2,000 liters of fertilizer that we did buy. There we go. Contract's finished. So before we go and hand this in, I am going to go and unload this outside my tent. And yes, I did say that correctly. I do have accommodation. It is currently a tent in the middle of the field. In the middle of a field. No, no. Not phrasing at all. Entirely accurate description. I apologize. I've just entered someone's garden. So we will zoom the camera back in because it doesn't need to be that far zoomed out anymore. Turn off the lights. But then I'll look like a ghost. Please don't make me. So yeah, I've mowed the lawn. Look, I literally have a tent. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this around here. And just off the edge of the bit that I've mowed, I am going to hit that and that. And then I get those bags. They're mine. And this can then be returned as contract complete. Ooh, it's this one. Thank you, Orchid. I did want this song on my playlist. I just couldn't remember what it was. Thank you. Add to playlist stuff. So my playlist called that I've named Stuff now has 834 songs on it and is currently 50 hours and 33 long. 50 hours and 33 minutes. Nice. So this guy's still happily pottering up and down here. It doesn't look like he's doing anything, but the percentage is going up, so I'm happy. Oh yeah, he's definitely doing something. The grass isn't very long to start with. Right. Let's have a look. Do we have any other contracts I do not want to do? Ooh, peas. I saw that and then it disappeared. Damn it. Ah, peas. Peas I don't mind doing. Potatoes are annoying. So, where is that field? Field is that? 85, bottom left. Right in the corner. What's that one? Field 54. 80. Some more mowing. Field 24. We fertilized that. Oh no, we didn't. I am gonna borrow. I'm gonna borrow on this mowing contract, but I can only use it for field 62 and field 62 and field 24. Okay. Actually, I can use it for any of his fields. But this is the big JTB. The big fast track that can do 40 odd miles an hour. 39 miles an hour. There's a bigger one that can do 40. But this, we get batwing mower. We get a big lawn mower. So, field 24 is the first one we want. With this setup. I'm gonna try to hit the... Excuse me. But yeah, the next thing we need to purchase, and we've got a loan to pay off actually, that now and then I don't forget. Gonna leave that. Repay. There you go. So that's the loan paid off that we used to buy our abode. Our lodgings, I'm gonna call them. There we go. This is picked up right. I am gonna put it onto 2 headlands. Actually, no, just one. Just one. And we're gonna unfold everything. I didn't accept those changes. I pressed B instead of A. Start that one up. We're gonna start that one up. We're gonna click back to the front one. We're gonna drop it. We're gonna click to the back ones and drop them. And off we go with mowing. So yeah, the setup I'm currently running on this field can only be used for field 24 and field 62, just because I don't want to cheat too hard. I'd use a stupid big setup on other contracts that I shouldn't be using them on. So, AMT, where is this song from? I need context. Knowing AMT, it's probably Gundam. Or very much Gundam adjacent. Yeah, I know I'm not doing the best job at turning this around, but Mobile Suit Gundam, yeah, there you go. I had a feeling that's what it was going to be. Almost like I know you. I know we're taking a bit extra on this field while we're doing this contract, but sometimes you just have to. And the stutters are back again. I will have this resolved by the time this is back on stream again. Like I say, it's likely because I'm trying to run this in at 1080p. And the Steam Deck is just thermal throttling because of it. It shouldn't be, because it's not even 100%ing. Basically all ground. Okay. A little more terrestrial. Got it. This tool can only be used for contract work. I know. Euro Summer. Interesting. I should have probably done this the other way around. They're saying that I don't make that difference. And then Vice turn. Well, you know, getting some really different musical tastes out tonight. Always good. Variety, as they say, is the spice of life. Good. And it is greatly appreciated. Now, either that's because I've asked it to do something else at the same time. It was transferring game files earlier, so that might be part of the stuttering problem. Or it's because I changed the launch settings. I have a feeling it's the latter. Although that didn't seem to last as long. Oh, it's this song. The song they used for Coffin dance? I want to say coffin dance, but I'm probably wrong. Yeah. I do know my memes. I do remember my memes. I'm not that old. Yet. Jeez. I'm just waiting for somebody to request Neustrom now. Yeah, this guy's getting a bunch of extra grass thrown in with his mown field. I should have stuck it on 2 headlands. I will do that from now on. Oh good, my tractor is nearly done on field 27. He can move on to field 82 and 83, which are next to each other. I may even see if it'll do the auto drive there. Unless, of course, he's finally got stuck on the tree. No, he hasn't. That is surprising. Contract finished. Cool. He will stop when he gets to the end of his lane. Well, he'll stop when he actually cuts all the grass. But it will say underneath where it says contract finished that he has stopped. AI worker letter designation has finished. Stopped. Done. Cool. And this contract's nearly done as well. In fact, it might even be done before we get that last little bit. Wage payment. So, the wage payments come out every hour and it's a... Yeah, there we go. Contract is finished. I'm not even going to finish off that last little bit. Because... Oh, I didn't want to detach it. Right, jump into this guy. Let's no. Hang on. No. I know what I want to do, and just failing to do it. So, I need to go to create job. I need to select this guy. Create job. Field work. And this is where we find out if he can or cannot get here. Go. So this is where I find out if the map maker actually put in the roadmap for AI driving. Ow. We will soon find out. Hold this up. We need to take this guy to field 62. Where's 60? to... it's down here. Okay. I have a feeling that the auto drive maps have not been set up. Which is sometimes the case with modded, with not official maps. Ooh, Trivium, down from the sky. That's it. I am eventually going to have, bong whiplash. Yeah, the CPU's just jumped up to 80%. And then in a minute it'll drop again. Yeah, we are currently running at 5 frames a second. I have changed a setting somewhere that is causing this. I will figure out what that is. In due course, because it's not normally doing that. There, we're nearly arriving at field 62. 5 FPS. Can we get 6 later? Maybe. I'm currently getting 30. And that's sort of where I tend to play games on the Steam Deck, is 30 frames a second, just so that I'm not stressing it too hard. And for the most part, that seems to... Oh, he is going! Okay, the auto drive is working. Good. That means I can focus on doing this. We want 2 headlands, not 1. Yes. I will get off the road. I will unfold my lawnmowers. And... Tiger, you spoilers with these frames. I do. I spoil so many people with so many frames. All of the frames. There we go. Let's go. We're off. I mean, let's put it this way. At some point, an upgrade will happen, and then magically streams will be running at 60 FPS. And hopefully not at 720p either. I mean, the streams themselves are running at full HD 1080p. I meant the games that I'm playing on them won't be running at 1080p. Speaking of AMT, how did you actually deliver the prank? Or have you not spoken to said person who was being pranked yet? So for those wondering what I'm talking about, AMT may have 3D printed a mock Steam machine to troll someone with. And while largely I don't approve of you know, stuff like that, this one is quite funny. And said nothing, so they think it's real. What? Also, what strikes me as hilarious is the fact that that is still, like, the number 5 best-selling item on the Steam store in the UK. Even though, at this moment in time, they are basically built to order. Because, yeah, Steam literally cannot get the parts to build them any quicker. So when you are invited to purchase your Steam machine, it's basically been built that day. Yeah. I am just going to stop here for a moment. Oh, he did make it to field 83. Nice. Success. To be fair, that is when the vinyl resurgence really started kicking off in 2014, in the late mid 2010s. Yes, it's another one of the. It's another. It's a submission in the style of Yato's. Everyone plays Mario Party. I think the only major stipulation is that if the penguin doesn't say newt newt, there will be a riot. I see Mr. Jean could play Helldivers 200. Okay. Well, interesting. Okay, you really are properly trolling him. So yeah, that was originally Valve's intention, that you would be able to play most things in 4K at least 60 frames a second. What we've actually got is a 1440 at 60 machine in the form of the Steam machine, which is a massive upgrade for me. So I am currently trying to build up funds for that. This is also Gundam. I know this is Gundam. Although it would not be out of place in... Oh wait, no, this is Dragon Ball. This isn't this is Dragon Ball. Sorry. I should know this. I've played some of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I still need to play more of that at some point. Just... yeah. No, of course, this is Dragon Ball. Dumbass. You can tell I don't watch a lot of anime. Tell me you don't watch anime without telling me you don't watch anime. Basically what I've just proved there. I am going to start at the other end of the field. Oh, Earth Defense Club, nice. But yeah, like I say, this wouldn't be out of place in Transformers because they had an entire series of Transformers where it was called the Headmasters. Yes, that is exactly how that sounds. They had tiny robots that would combine onto the top of a bigger robot as its head. Not dissimilar to the Titans. Cerebros. And Cerebros was... Now, I can't remember if Cerebros was Fort Max's headmaster or the other one. It was Fort Max's headmaster. Okay. I know it wasn't Triptychon's headmaster because Triptychon didn't have one. No, what's the other one? What's the white one? Why can I not remember the name of... Transformers Armada was the dub one for us. Armada was Minicons. Armada was part of the Unicon trilogy. We didn't get the original Transformers headmaster. In the same way that we didn't get Beast Wars 2nd with Lio Convoy. Cerebros was Fort Maximus's head, and Daniel was... Yes. God, Transformers was weird in the 80s. Metroplex, that's the one. Thank you. Thank you, Chrono. At least somebody has a memory of, you know, Transformers. Yeah, I love Transformers Armada. I know you didn't watch much of that, but I still can't remember. Yeah. I cannot remember the middle series of the Unicon trilogy. I remember Armada because that had the Minicons, but the middle one was the one where you had pants and jacket mode for all the Transformers, but I can't remember the name of it. And then there was Cybertron, where they were going around collecting the keys for the planet Cybertron that unlocked weird superpowers for each of them. But I cannot remember the name of the middle one. It's also interesting that every time Transformers came to the West, can't help you there. Yeah, I didn't think so. It was oh, that's it. Transformers Energon was the last one. It was, yeah, that's yeah. It was Energon. Thank you. Yeah, Energon was the middle one. Yeah. Oh gosh, thank you. Yes, Energon was the pants and trousers mode. Sorry, the trousers and t-shirt mode. The power link. But yeah, the biggest thing I've got with Transformers is that it didn't matter what happened in the Japanese version, whatever the leader of the good guys was called, it was always Optimus Prime in the UK, in the West. With one notable exception. And that was Beast Wars, because he was Optimus Primal. Because, you know, a gorilla is primal. That was the only one that was changed. It was Transformers Energon. Thank you so much, AMT. But no. The first two parts of... I remember watching some of G1. I remember watching some of Beast Wars and Beast Wars Transmetals. But never the last season of that, which was Beast Machines. As estrogen. I mean, that, you know what? Yeah, fair. Don't know if it's the same in Headmasters, but the G1 Cerberus was a pacifist. I don't know. Because, again, Headmasters was a Japanese-only series. Yeah, a lot of characters died in the G1 movies to make space for new Transformers in Season 3. That's why Optimus Prime was killed off. And then people complained that Optimus Prime had been killed off. So they brought him back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And unfortunately, Rodimus was massively overshadowed, was massively outclassed. He wasn't given enough time to grow into the leadership role before Optimus was thrust back into the series. No, I don't think I ever played that one. I played every Transformers movie game, and the farming's going okay. We now have a place to sleep every night, and we are currently just burning through contracts. No, I didn't play the Transformers PS2 game. I played the movie games. I played the Cybertron trilogy. But we don't talk about the third one because it was also a movie tie-in. But the first two, turns out that my abandonware has copies of the original two Cybertron, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. If you have not played those games, I genuinely urge you to go and get them from that website. Yes. Get them installed and get them played because they are really good games. They have... you can freely transform... between vehicle and... robot mode. You can yeah, I think the only thing is that depending on the difficulty you pick, ammo can be quite scarce because every weapon you've got has an ammo limit. Now I could be really cheeky because the last contract on Field 82 is from the same guy. I could take this over and do Field 82. Let me just double check that. We're going to get a save. Auto save here, so I'm going to have a drink. So my favorite of the movie tie-in games was Dark of the Moon and not Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen, because they had some really they took the mechanics from Fallen War for Cybertron and turned them into and put them in the movie games. I was checking contracts because I believe, oh no, Field 82 and 83 are different people, so I can't do that. Oh no, Field 60, yeah, Field 62 and Field 24 are the same guy, so I can use the same. Yeah, there's a reason. So yeah, I can't use this on Field 82, unfortunately. It's a different owner, so I'm not allowed to use someone else's machinery on that field. And by saying I'm not allowed to do that, I mean I'm not letting myself do that. But this contract is finished, so we will send this machinery back and complete the list of contracts that are outstanding. Oh, also, when I say I have a house, I have a tent. Is how that really works. I have a tent. The C64 yes, there is a lot of Transformers games on there. What I wish we'd got is a PC port of Transformers Devastation, because I absolutely love that game. Don't know if I still have my copy of it for the Xbox 360, Xbox One. It'll be in the drawer. It'll be in the drawer down here if I've still got it. Yeah, this tractor is really struggling. We may need to get a bigger tractor. I mean, he's doing it, but he's doing it very slowly. Let's grab one last contract before we close things off for the day. Let's do some... I don't want to do fertilizing. I don't really want to do harvest. Plowing contract for 4 grand. Okay. You know what? That's close to the shop. Let's do that. Let's do a sowing contract. What? Devastation? Yeah. Another one of those... I was gonna say underrated Transformers games, but it was very much not underrated. It was very well received actually by just about everybody. I forgot to check what I should be planting. Meadow, okay. Yeah, well worth the hype. It's just a shame you never actually got to play as a Devastator. We need to plant meadow, brickale spelt, green right, humuscoville, mustard, flowering catch crop, alfalfa, clover, grass, field grass, winter barley, winter wheat. And it must be that grass, because the first one is just regular grass. It wants to plant a meadow. Must be that one. Yes, very much so. It very much captured the aesthetic and sort of the oh, it's here. Oh, it's that field. Okay. No field for preview. It wants me to do 5 headlands. That's fine. This bit here. Come on. I mean, I get why it wants me to do 5 headlands. Okay. Okay, let's get lined up. But turn on... Oh, I need to unfold the seeder. Then turn it on, and then lower it. And we'll... Yeah, we're good. Let's go. So, am I planting the right thing? We will soon find out, because if not... Yep, I'm planting the right thing. Good. Good. I chose the right one. Yes, I agree. And the same goes for the Cybertron pair of games. Oops. Let's put my GPS steering on there. Yes. I remember having it at one point, but I can't remember if I've got it in the... Still got it, because I know it was a physical game that I had. I don't remember when or where or how I came about having it, whether it was a gift of some sort or... I just remember having it. But I'm getting old and senile. We are planning. Whoa! Failing at life again. An ad break is on the way, guys. It's going to be the final one of the day. We are going to wrap up this contract of planting, and then we shall call it quits and wrap up. We have made less progress than we made on Monday, but we've also not been going for quite as long. But we have, yeah, like I say, we've bought some land. We have harvested the grass that was on that land, or some of the land that's available to us. We've harvested the grass from. We haven't picked it up, so that is unrealized, effectively unrealized money at this point. But it is money that will come into our bank account when we can afford to pick it up. Which will pay off. Like I say, when we can collect it. So, ads are in. I turned the seeder off. Got to lower it. I pressed the wrong series of buttons. There we go. Thankfully, unlike the fertilizer spreader, the seeder only drops seed when you are going over ground that it can put the seed into. So it can be turned on and lowered, and it just won't do anything if you've already seeded a particular spot, or you've moved on to, or you've moved across land that it cannot drop seed into. Dun, dun, dun. Pick that up. I need to remember that I've picked that up and press the right buttons to drop it again. Like that. This tool is restricted for... No, wrong line. That line, thank you. Cool, and lane, headland number 4. Ads are done. Thank you for sticking around during the ad break, genuinely. I appreciate every single one of you that does. I appreciate that, you know, ads are annoying and everything. I don't expect you to pay for subs, but, you know, if you wish to, or to avoid that, that's all on you. You know, sitting through the ads is enough. On the other hand, there's always Twitch Turbo, which means you don't get the ads and I still get paid as if you did, which I find hilarious, and I still need to consider signing up for myself because I watch a hell of a lot of Twitch these days. Like, it is my most watched platform for anything. And I can't afford to subscribe to everybody I watch. Yeah. Yes, still holding on. the calling. At one point, I wanted to be Alex Band. But then again, I don't know many people that didn't at my age. At that age, when they were popular at the end of the 90s. And it's a shame because they only ever released 2 albums. I think if they'd have carried on, they might have done well. But I think the band split up for creative differences, we'll put it. I mean, it could have been anything, frankly. But no, I do love the calling. No, not that one. That one. Cute. Cool, that's all the headland. And just worry about the uppy downy bit in the middle. And this contract is going to be finished long before that mowing contract is. It looks like. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yes, I know, headset, you are dying, but reminding me the 15th time. And again, I'm half tempted to go and empty this seeder outside my pen or later because, you know, I don't think they'll miss the... I mean, technically, is that cheating? Probably. But it's going to save me a hell of a lot of money in the long run. Is my reasoning behind that. In the middle of it. Yeah, chat, believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you. And if you get that reference, you will also understand why this drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Good, I'm glad someone does. I must admit, of the animes I've watched, they've both been giant mech animes. I must admit, I have a type. But we're not talking Evangelion, which is kind of like sort of weird. People die when they kill. Yes, they do. Reminds me, I need to go and watch more of the King of Brave series. Because I watched the final season of that, which is called Gao Gai Ga. You get a chance, I recommend it. I do want to... I have a thing for trains, so I do want to go and watch the Brave Express Mike Gine, which was 1 or 2 years before. I don't know if I'll go back as far as watching things like J Decker and Gold Ram, because they might just be a little bit too old. Easy. There's the guy who watched Power Rangers until it ended nearly. There we go. Contract is done. I am gonna go and take this seed and make it mine, because why not? It will, like I say, whatever I can take from jobs is worth doing, because it's gonna save me a hell of a lot of money when it comes to needing my own seed and my own fertilizer. And that, I just realized, is a very strange statement to say live on the internet for everybody. Come on. But yeah, if Sophie's still around somewhere, she will confirm there is no child in... Well, there are children in... But there aren't many that are as big or as childish as I. I need to get me... I need to get me some sort of bag handler, forklift to move those around, because they are in an awkward place. Right, let's get rid of that contract. We are now back up to £25,000. We did spend another 30 grand tonight on, oh look, bale wrapping again, but we don't want to do that because that's annoying. We did spend another 30, just over £32,000 to buy what is effectively the in-between spaces between fields. But also we've got this now grass area that we've cut, and we will have a look actually while I'm here at how much it's going to cost me to buy something to be able to pick this up. 30 grand. Okay, live and learn. Yep. That's for or 50 grand if I want to be able to just pick it all up in one go. But no, we will probably buy the Boss Alpine, because we do not have the horsepower for anything else. We literally have the world's smallest tractor, unless I go and buy the Unitrack. But again, I think the Unitrack's expensive as well. Yes. Track. Search. There it is. 153 grand. Yeah, we're not getting that anytime soon. But yeah, we'll keep mowing this down, and when we can afford the forage wagon, we'll bring that over and collect as much of this as we can and then sell it. Because while grass doesn't make a huge amount of money, it makes an amount of money. And we can sell it to a few places. But yeah, we need to start earning something outside of contracts, which is why the next step is to start looking at a bigger tractor, because this is struggling even on this hill. And actually, that's struggling there. And how much horsepower does it have? Let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look. So that requires 60 horsepower. Our tractor has 76. So we are pushing this tiny tractor. So we are going to need to replace it. Toot sweet. Because we're going to need at least 100 horsepower, really. Which means we're looking at a top end case. So yeah, I think but job number one, upgrade our tractor. Is there, actually, that's a point. Is there a John Deere in here? There is. It's 115. There's our target, guys. We need the John Deere. We need to start buying tractors to match John on my shoulder. We are building a John Deere. Oh, there's a 43,650 there. That's 116. That's cheaper. We can, actually, we can do that. So, admittedly it's mid-contract, so when we come back to this again, we are going to take this tractor here that is currently mowing this field at 5 frames a second again. Oh no, 7 this time. We've got 7. We skipped 6. Oh no, it's come back, it's 30 again. We are going to take this tractor off. We are going to sell this tractor and replace it with that John Deere. In fact, you know what? Let's drop that there. I'm going to jump out. Right. The power of teleportation. To get it back to the shop. Because I cannot be bothered to drive it back there. So let's reset it. That's now back at the shop. We will drive it into the repair box. What that is? The boxes. I'm guessing it's over here. Oh nice, there's a map. Oh, and that tells you... Oh, that's cool. That tells you where all the farms are, look. Now, is this the repair? No, wrong button. Wrong button, Tiger. Open the gate. Is this the repair shop? Yes, here's the repair trigger. Oh, that's not repair trigger. Point. Charging point shop. Person. Vehicle shop. Vehicle shop. So. The vehicle. Oh, it is. It is a vehicle shop. I just don't know where the trigger is. Gotta be a trigger somewhere. Oh, I see. I see. I see a workshop round the back. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. There it is, look. So the vehicle, the workshop zone is in there. The workshop repair trigger is here. So what we are going to do is we are going to repair it. Actually, does it have a value there? Value 51,000. So if I repair that, that goes up to... does repainting it give me 3,000? Basically 4,000 extra. It does. So that was well worth it. So we'll sell that. And we will buy our John Deere. So small tractors. John Deere. 3650. 115 horsepower. I do want a front loader attacher on it. That's going to cost me extra, but that's okay. We aren't going to mess around with number plates. We are going to buy it for 46,500. That is ours. It might not be quite as quick as the other one, but it has more oomph to it. So guys, in the space of 3 hours, okay, nearly as long as we were on last time, we have replaced a tractor, bought a home plot for ourselves, and not follow me, go to somewhere here. He will start calculating how to get there. But yes, we have bought some land to put a home on, you know, in quote marks, somewhere that we can pass time in the evenings, at night. Oh, it's going that way. We have done a buttload more contracts. We've upgraded our tractor. We've had a loan and repaid it. So the next step now is to try and get... Actually, did that forage wagon actually cost less than... Was that forage wagon as cheap as I think it was? It was as cheap as I think it was. We are going to buy the forage wagon. We don't need the silage additive tank. We are going to add that later. Cool. Right. So we're back down to next to no money again. But we now have a way of making money without contracts. That is in the form of, you know, mowing that bit of land we've got and then spend money to make money. Correct, Arbalist. How are you, my guy? Welcome on in right at the end. I was watching you learning Sonic with Stamp and Robble. How did that go for you, sir? You know what? Today's been a good day. Had some time at home with the kids and the wife and went out for a little bit this morning, got some bits sorted for the garden. So that's coming along nicely. Unfortunately, I'm back at work tomorrow, so I do need to consider ending stream soon. Otherwise, I am going to be nobody's best friend tomorrow. So yeah, just while this guy is driving back to the field where he was doing the work before, or where the previous tractor that I've just replaced, yes, we are. Don't they go back the middle of August? Whereas our schools... So your schools finished at the end of June and go back mid-August. English and Welsh schools finished mid-July and we go back at the beginning of September. Yeah, thought it was. But yes, no. I am wrapping up tonight. We have made not masses of progress, but we've made some. Like I say, we've got a tractor that can actually run the lawnmower now. We've got the forage harvester, so we can collect any grass that we mow ourselves. Basically, just a tiny plot of land where I have a tent. And for Arbalist's benefit, who wasn't here, I wish I was joking. My house is literally a tent in a field. At the back of some other people's houses. You know. So yeah, we've made some progress. We are on the way to actually a sound start, and we're only 6 hours into this challenge. Sorry, 7 hours into this challenge now. In terms of streams this week, I will be back tomorrow with AMT. We are going to be back on Roadcraft. We're going to carry on our 4-player co-op stream with Ari and Grand Maximus. And then because I'm not doing anything on Friday this week, because I've got to deliver a child to a girl guiding camp on Saturday, there may be a bonus stream on Friday evening with another stream's worth of progress on the farm. So I don't know who's live anymore. Have a look. Who is it suggesting going? Bunch of playing Armson. Nope. I'm in those channels figuring out to go and raid. So I am going to go send you off to Ted601. Now, thankfully Ted is almost fully recovered, so that's all good. But the cats have gone to bed for tonight, but it's mostly just so that there is some chill noise for you to end your day, wind down, get yourselves ready for a good night's sleep. I, on the other hand, will catch you guys that decide to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, this guy's back where he should be. So, with all that said, AMT, Chrono, Arbalist, Orchid, Sophie, and I think Ari was here earlier. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you to all the lurkers as well. You are the backbone of Twitch. I appreciate you, and I'm not going to call any of you out that have lurked during the stream and not said anything, but I have noticed a few of you. I appreciate you all the same, and I love you so much. Not necessarily in that way, unless your name is Sophie, and then maybe. Specifically if your name is on Twitch is Sophiona89. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'll be back, like I say, I'll be back tomorrow with AMT. We'll be doing some roadcraft. And until then, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's been a pleasure as always.